Hi, I'm Gail, and I came on staff in 1967. I was one of those unusual ones that was praying that I could be at Arrowhead Springs rather than on campus. I was a recent college grad, so I didn't know where they'd put me, but I really felt that God was leading me to use my administrative skills and be in full-time Christian work. And in 1972, our office staff went to Dallas, Texas to help with the Expo 72 student conference. But I do remember one particular night, Dr. Kim, who was the Korea National Director, announced to the 80,000 in the stadium that Expo 74 was going to be held in Seoul, Korea. Well, little did I know that his announcement would change my life. Because in January of 1974, I was asked to go and live in Korea for 6 months and help with the international side of that huge conference. My faith just grew tremendously as I watched more than 300,000 Korean Christians gather for training during the day and flood into Yeouido Plaza at night. There were over 1 million people there eager to know more about God. That was just an amazing adventure. I'm really not an adventuresome person by nature, but God has nudged me into all these adventures throughout the years. But to back up, I had just been there 2 months, and I learned that Bailey Marks was coming to town. Well, Bailey and his team had challenged me a year before to come help in the Asian headquarters office in the Philippines. But now I was in his territory, and he was coming to town, and I knew he was going to ask me again. Yet, when he asked me, already I'd fallen in love with Asian people. I saw their hunger for God. I just wanted to be a part of what God was doing in Asia. And so when the Korea conference ended, I flew to the Philippines for what I thought was 1 more term. So I settled in, and again, I was able to use my administrative skills. I loved that. But it became really a dream job when I was able to be part of the Philippine Campus Crusade ministry to students, and then eventually to professionals. I loved going from my office to their office and just sharing with them the things of God. But my term was coming to an end, and I began to pray, but God said, come back. Again, after another term I prayed, God said, come back. I began to see I was just supposed to stay there till God told me to leave. So what started out as 6 months in Korea turned into 23 years in Asia. But I wouldn't have traded any of those years. Each year was unique. Each year I saw God's faithfulness more and more clearly, and got more excited about the ministry that God was calling me to. So when I went to the world headquarters, it was just another stage of opportunity where I could see God at work in and through my life. So why would I settle for a life that I could create, a predictable life that I used to like, when I can be on a daily adventure of joining God in His mission to reach the world for Christ?